Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like this.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. They go play action here on first down. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Now Wentz. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Wentz. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Play action. Now Wentz. Rolling to his left. They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Throwing his Wentz. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Dallas Goedert from 10 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Well, CD, the NFL held its awards show the night before the Super Bowl, and as you and I had speculated the last few weeks, Patrick Mahomes, MVP, Offensive Player of the Year, and for the second straight season, how about Aaron Donald, Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, Donald was expected. We knew that was going to happen. Mahomes, we thought would happen, but there was that school of thought that maybe Drew Brees might walk away with the MVP since he's never won one. But Mahomes a deserving winner. How about the Offensive Rookie of the Year? Saquon Barkley with the Giants. Many thought it might be Baker Mayfield with Cleveland.
Yeah, Defensive Rookie of the Year, Darius Leonard of the Colts, and the Colts Comeback Player of the Year, Andrew Luck, and very deservedly so.
I would say that for sure, and he beat out J.J. Watt, who also would have been a deserving winner. Coach of the Year I thought was a close vote, or probably should have been closer to me, because I thought Anthony Lynn from the Chargers deserved some respect, but Matt Nagy of the Bears, he ends up winning the award. They went 12-4 in his rookie season.
And then last one we need to mention, Chris Long of the Eagles, well-deserved Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year. Congrats to all.
Yeah, how about that? Donated his first 4 game checks to fund a literacy program that donated free books and mentoring services for families. And remember, last season, he donated every game check to causes that he felt strongly about.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They fake the give. Now Wentz. Now he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. On play action, Wentz. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 48 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that's off the mark, incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
While we have a second here, let's peek back to the Super Bowl. The lowest scoring Super Bowl, Charles, in history, 13-3. And it took us 53 minutes to get our first touchdown of Super Bowl 53.
Can you believe they went into the half 3-0 New England? Steven Gostkowski with a field goal. Then they finally tie it up with Greg Zuerlein at the end of 3 quarters of the Rams knocking one through the post. The Patriots, the 3rd team to win the year after losing the Super Bowl, the first since the Dolphins in 1972.
And, of course, the big number now for New England, 6 titles, and they are tied with the Steelers for the most ever. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
81, 81. 81, 81.
On first down, Wentz. The reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he's out right at the 25. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now.
Now a play fake here on first down. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox in there to drop him, and sacks on first and second downs are going to lead to a third and long. On play action, it's Wentz. And he's going to go down again. Timmy Jernigan in there to drop him yet again, and he must be shell-shocked back there. That's now back-to-back-to-back sacks, and it's fourth down. Here's Wentz to throw. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Before this next drive gets going, we need to discuss the Hall of Fame inductees. There will be 8 in the 2019 class. We got Champ Bailey, Tony Gonzalez, Ty Law. Who else am I forgetting in there?
Well, how about a big guy, a lineman, Kevin Mawai, who was absolutely terrific in his career. How about Ed Reed with the Baltimore Ravens and the great job he did in the secondary there. Pat Bolin, Gil Brandt as contributors, the owner of the Broncos and the longtime scout with the Cowboys. And I love the senior committee bringing in Johnny Robinson, the safety with Kansas City.
Tony Gonzalez was a first ballot guy, and of course when I hear Ty Law's name, you think, wow, he started this great Patriots dynasty that we're still living there.
You're exactly right. And the Patriots, with all of their championships, probably underrepresented in the Hall of Fame.
2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Elliott now to kick this one away. Well, off topic, but we'd be remiss if we didn't point out what else was happening Super Bowl weekend. The Madden 19 Club Championship, second major this season, 2 more to follow. And our winner, Hovind, representing the Oakland Raiders. He took down the Vikings, and your favorite, Charles, Ivy Strafin. He had to reach for the ibuprofen after a 38-24 beatdown in the final.
Well, you know,
touchdown, Philadelphia! Alshon Jeffrey, 75 yards. And the Eagles move back within a couple of the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Wentz now to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more two-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, empty, empty. Run.
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Great 15. Lion.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. To throw is Wentz. Tried for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Flush to his right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Doug Peterson says, let's go for 2 here. On play action, they'll throw. And he is into the end zone as that pushes the lead up to 6. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Broken tackle. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Lefty. Stand. Great 15. Shorty.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. The Eagles on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Now let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11.
Go. Lady! Shorty.
They do go for it. It's Wentz. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That goes for a gain of 31. The former second-round pick in 2010, Golden Tate, can be effective on those post routes.
I think he does it by his ability to set up defenders to create enough space for himself to get inside of them. And then he lets his quarterbacks know, just throw it out there. I'll go get it. And he does it really, really well.
Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Wentz now on 1st down. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play, now 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And Tate's got it. And he's taken down inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket, completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while, and at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77, so not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Go. There we go. 180. Black, come on. Great. 82. Black.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Eagles on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. This is Ajayi. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the kick by Elliott is good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing, but with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. And the Eagles will go with an extra DB here as they prepare for a stop on third.
Thinking pass all the way.
Wentz going to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Haloti Ngata with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here we go on fourth down with Wentz. He's going to let one fly for Tate. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Alshon Jeffrey, 64 yards. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Go. Waiting. Ram.
Now Wentz. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Wentz. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, when I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued. Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it? Able to dump it over the top to him. They go play action here on first down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Golden Tate from 21 yards away. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. You have fun with this one, partner? I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center. We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up. 4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now. And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward. So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. A good pickup there of 20 yards. To throw, it's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage. This one complete to Sproles. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly. It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll Trying to run with a J. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jay Ajayi taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles get a score closer. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Come on.
Wentz now to throw. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field.
Come on now.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action. Now Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's Wentz to throw. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Sproles, the return. Sproles so quick and agile. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. From the gun, it's Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Tate. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 36 yards.
81. Let's find 2.
Into the red zone, Wentz. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Darren Sproles. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant. Again, it's Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Chris Long. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Wins to throw on second down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 20.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the
We want back ends. Wipe my sins. They can't win.